All right, 4 episodes in, and we're still having audio technical issues, of course, because why wouldn't I not know how to, do things properly? But I have two mics plugged into my PC when recording these podcasts, and I forgot to mute the other one, and I have all my filters and stuff off to help with background noise, so it was picking me up. So unfortunately, I echo a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoy the episode. I'm going to be switching things up how we record, which should help with any audio issues. It'll kind of separate everything in the future. But yeah, enjoy the episode, and remember to leave a review, follow, subscribe on YouTube, all the good stuff there. Welcome back to the Sunday Pins podcast, episode 4. Unfortunately, Evan is not going to be joining us these next couple episodes, but some exciting news. We have brought on two new co-hosts. That would be TJ and Waz. Say hello, boys.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
So
I'm TJ.
TJ and Waz are some local friends of mine and Evan as we grown up, and they are some golfers. Waz, I would say, is the one who got me into golf. So why don't we start with you, Waz? Tell us a little bit about your golfing experience, current and past, how you got into it.
Uh, yeah, I mean, started golfing about what 2018. What? How long? 2018 to get 5 years.
5.
Senior year, not really too much. I mean, I just played like a couple rounds here and there, maybe like 5 rounds in a year, something like that. I'd say this would be like the first year I've like really went hard on golf. So I joined a league and everything once a week, and yeah, skill level. I'm all right. I mean, I'm gonna go out and shoot some 50s on nine. I'm gonna go out and shoot some low 40s on nine. Depends on the day. I mean,
That's
but
right. That's right.
yeah.
So how did you get into it? Did you have somebody kind of mentor you into golf, or did you just kind of pick it up because you found it interesting?
Yeah, I think it was one of our buddies, Sean. He just like out of the blue one day was just like, "Does anyone want to go golfing?" And I was like, "Oh, I've never golfed before." I mean, my dad's got a set of clubs. Went out,
Sounds
yeah,
oddly familiar to me.
then just slice every hole, go out, shoot a buck 20, call it a day. But
Also oddly familiar to me. But yeah,
what was
that's
the other part
awesome.
of that? How'd I get into it, and what was the other part?
Just if you had like somebody who mentored you, kind of
Uh,
through your way, or you just kind of did it on your own in the beginning.
yeah, pretty much.
Self-made.
Self-made.
This the self-made 16 handicap.
I hear that. I hear that. So TJ, the same to you. Any mentors in golf? How'd you get started? What's your golfing experience like?
Yeah, so I'm pretty similar to was. So I started probably I want to say I was like 10 to 12 or something. My dad brought me out to play for the first time, and then we'd go occasionally, a couple times a year throughout the years. So I'd say he's probably my mentor when it comes to golf, and then I would play with my grandpa too when I get to visit him. So show me a few things.
Awesome.
But
And just mostly a casual golfer, go out on the weekend type of guy, or you try to do a couple rounds
well,
a week?
up until last year, I was sort of a couple rounds a year, and then started taking it more serious. Like this summer, I played a lot, so didn't get any better, but here we are.
Yeah.
So I've been taking it seriously for about a year, like was, but
So, yeah, this is TJ and Waz, are the newest members of our team. We're glad to have them. Why don't
Yeah.
we go ahead and get into our viewer session? I honestly don't remember the last episode we put out. I think it was the beginning of this month, if I'm
it's the
not
Ryder Cup.
mistaken. Yeah, the Ryder Cup. So Europe won. A little too late to talk about that, so we won't go into too much detail. But yeah,
Ooh.
the U.S. failed to take the European victory, where they haven't won it in what 30 years or something overseas.
Bunch of bums. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm out of it. A bunch of bums.
Yeah, they just couldn't make it happen. But I mean, guys like Victor Hovland. I don't know if you guys watched any of the Ryder Cup. I didn't really catch much just because of the time zone difference. But watching clips and stuff, Victor Hovland went from winning the last 2 tour events to then just popping off in like his first couple matches of the Ryder Cup. So I don't think there was any chance really, if we're being honest.
He's
I
on
didn't
fire.
watch too much, but I guess love to see Victor do good though. Honestly, if
Good
it's
guy.
gonna be somebody beating the U.S.
I mean that whole team though. I mean even that. I don't know if you guys know that rookie Ludwig Aberg. He came out of. Did he come out of PGAU or whatever? But he's just a beast. He's like the longest hits the longest drives on tour. He's like rookie. It's insane. But yeah, they were stacked. But that was the Ryder Cup. Going into our viewer session, I don't remember our questions from last time either. I didn't really prepare for that. But we're just going to go ahead into this week, or this episode's, our Q&A, and I want you guys to answer this too. What is your favorite club in the bag? TJ, go.
Oh.
Yep, on the spot.
I thought about this before, but I think I still have to decide. Let me think. It's
I'll
definitely
step
it's
in. I'll
not
step
putter.
in.
All right.
It's got to be the P wedge.
P wedge.
It's probably the club that I am most confident going up on a ball and just smacking it and knowing it's going to be good.
Okay.
I could do anything with it. I could hit a nice 126 shot with it. I could also flop 160 yards with it. Best club in the game. I am most confident with that in my hands. I know I can hit any shot I put in my head with it.
And TJ,
Best
I
club.
think I heard putter at the end there.
No, so that's like that's last
Okay.
on the list. But I was gonna say P wedge, but I think I'm gonna have to go 4-iron because P wedge. I like to think it's my favorite club until
you hit it. Until you don't hit it.
until I hit it 10 yards sometimes. But I feel like with my 4-iron, it's just if I miss, my miss is a lot better. It's at least gonna it's not gonna go 10 feet with the 4-iron.
It's a little bit more reliable in your distance.
Yeah.
I like how ours are
Misses
like
don't mean as much.
Because if I wouldn't have said P wedge, I would have said my 4-iron too.
See,
I just love the P wedge.
I'm in a weird spot with my golf game because right now I feel like my driver is my most consistent club. I won't say best, but like if I need to put one out there off the tee, I'm just gonna hit the driver, and it's probably gonna stay in play.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that, but then that second shot where I'm like hitting 120 yards into the green, it's like, oh, I guess we're taking 3 shots to get there, and then we're gonna go ahead and 2-putt. Yeah. The drives are looking good, so I'll make it happen. I'll make it work for now.
My driver has on and off days. So if my driver's not working, I'm not hitting a good drive all day. But if it's working, I'm gonna be lacing some fairways. I'll tell you that. Long bombs too.
he hits
maybe 300 plus. I don't know.
He hits these high balls and they just go. They start.
Yeah, you think
they
it's about to
start
come down,
low,
and it just never
and
does.
then
It keeps going up.
They just go.
Always got a tailwind when I'm hitting the ball.
So yeah, as far as the favorite club, we got the P wedge 4-iron combo from the boys. Driver for me. We want to hear what your guys' favorite club is. Throw it in the Q&A down in the Spotify section below the video here in the description. YouTube, throw it in the comments. Why not? For our poll, preferred tee time, early morning, afternoon, twilight. Personally, I've never played a twilight tee time, so I can't really judge on that. But I've always been an early morning guy. Like if I can get out there at like 7:30, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm with you.
I've never done a twilight one either, but I feel like. Well, what are we? I think it would be by twilight. Or are you actually playing night golf? Or like?
I mean,
My
Night golf
What
might
do
be a
they
little more
consider?
fun.
What do they consider twilight tea times?
So for there's a Twilight membership where at some clubs where you can get like a membership there, but you're only allowed to play like after 5 o'clock.
Right.
But it's mostly around like my league. It's a Twilight league, so it's you offer anywhere from like 5 o'clock to 5:30. So after 5 is kind of like a Twilight.
But what about night golf? Do you think night golf's a viable option? Glow up balls. Doesn't Good play night golf? They had the lit up course or something.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure in
how
some
did they
like
do that?
pretty
Just
sure
put
there's
up
like
lights,
a
I think.
yeah, there's some sort of I know there's some golf courses that like have like lights like a baseball field would have,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure that's like in another country. I'm not sure if
Yeah, I
Orlando's here
thought
in
I
the
saw
US.
the newer one was in another country, and it was like you. I think it was a par threes only too, or something.
Par threes. It'd still be fun.
Maybe
though.
that's wrong, but
I mean, I'd love to go
that'd
out
be
and
a
play,
lot of fun.
Night
play
golf. That'd be
golf at
fun.
like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Just being able to be like, hey, you guys want to go play golf?
Yeah.
Right.
9 o'clock? Like,
Yeah, like no more sitting around on a Friday, Saturday night. Oh, what can we do?
I
Go
feel
play
like-
play golf.
I feel like that would be perfect for like the 9 to 5 kind of guy.
Yeah.
Because like if you go out and it's like sometimes you're just not gonna have enough time after work to go out and get even a 9 in. But like if you want to go out and play a 9 at 7 o'clock, don't even have to worry about it getting dark. It'd be great.
So yeah, let us know in the poll. Early morning, afternoon, twilight. Maybe we'll throw a night golf in there just for fun because I think we could definitely have 4 options. But yeah, that's
Early morning's just too good.
Yeah, early morning for me.
If you can get like 7, then
that's ideal. Early morning.
it's not even noon yet. Whenever you're done, you can go.
You do whatever you want.
You got
Yeah,
all
you
day.
have a bad round, go play another 18.
Go play another
Play
18.
another 9.
We pulled that
Do
card
better.
multiple
Get good.
times.
Yeah. I don't know if it hurts or helps me more.
Always make sure you go to the course that has the slower greens first. You're gonna be so mad at yourself if you go to the fast
True,
greens one
true.
first. Telling you, slower
Agree.
greens first.
And always
So,
remember to bring your clubs when you go to the second course.
We'll have to touch on that later.
No
Yeah, maybe
way.
later. Maybe we don't start with that.
Oh. So playing
Well,
partners.
it's obvious what happened now, but
Yeah, someone left their clubs. But playing partners.
don't know who.
I know you guys have had a couple random experiences. I tend to only play golf by myself or in a foursome, so I don't have many. And the ones that I have dealt with have been pretty decent. Although up until as we played around recently, that one was a
Characters.
little.
They were characters.
Yeah.
They had character to them.
Definitely.
From where we're from, it's you could tell. Like, yeah, they're homegrown.
Yeah, and it was one of those things too where like the guy was out there helping, who I'm assuming was his dad,
Just
and
a father son going out having a nice 9.
yeah, and
All it was.
they were older than us, but it was a pretty rough day for us as well, I'd say. And
Where's this at?
forgot what I shot.
Is it SP?
we didn't keep
Yes.
score. We just went out to
we
have
did.
fun.
Yeah, we didn't. He didn't keep score.
Yeah, so we just went out and played golf.
Oh,
But
that's when the brews were flowing. I remember that. All right.
But this guy just kept trying to like give tips to me, and I don't know why specifically me, because I don't think he said anything to you. And
I was
he-
hitting nukes. That's I outdrove him. That's why.
and that's bullshit because that first hole, like he had me by like 5 yards, and we were both like middle of the fairway. So it's like, dude, I can do it. Trust me. It's a rough round right now. But I hate those randoms that come out and just try to help you. I know that's coming from a good place, but it's just like, dude, you're making it worse.
No one wants to
Yeah.
hear what.
I hear that.
No one wants to hear what you know you're doing wrong
Right.
from another person. It's like, we know.
Yeah.
We appreciate it if we didn't know, but
Well, and especially too because like it's always Monday morning quarterback. Like I'm like, ah, I realized what I was doing. Like I wasn't turning. Like like I was just stagnant in my upper body. Like there was no movement. And but the whole time he's like, oh, well, try getting your hands a little more forward. I'm like, dude, if I get my hands forward, it's gonna come out like a stinger every time. I've tried this before. Trust me. But yeah, that other than that, I've had overall good experiences with randoms. So let's hear some stuff from you guys here.
You want first, was?
Man, I've had pretty much all good experiences with randoms. I'm normally the guy that's, if I'm going out with 3 people, I'll volunteer to sit with like the random dude because most of the people I get are super cool. You meet some characters like the guys me and Jake had, you know, but my all experiences have been pretty good. I know Jeet's had some crazy ones when he plays with Sam, but
Yeah.
Well, my experience with
Sam's
pairing with
another buddy of
randoms-
ours.
pairing with randoms, we always get people that are cool. I don't think I've literally never had a bad experience being paired with randoms. Like, if there's something that's like maybe not the best, usually I just try to laugh it off and it's good. But I do hear the thing about the coaching. There's one group me and Sam went. Sam doesn't like when we get paired up with randoms, so we got paired off with randoms and he was already pissed. And then this guy was coaching Sam like the whole time, like every putt and stuff. Like Sam was not having it, and I'm just sitting there laughing the whole time. But there was some truth to stuff he said, but it's just like you don't
At the
wanna
same
hear it.
time, yeah, you don't want to hear it. You don't. You just don't.
The one thing that I was cracking up at is Sam like left his clubs by the green one time, and the guy picked him up and was like, "Yeah, you should leave your clubs like on the fringe so that you can see them." Sam was like, "All right," and then a couple holes later, he puts them in the rough, and the guy's like, the guy looked at it and was just like shaking his head because he knew Sam was gonna forget him again. It was just like they were going through some of that, but they were characters. They were good guys, so.
And
the one
usually they are.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never had bad experiences with pairing, but people around us tend to, I don't know, love to hit into us and
Well, we've also had that round we played a couple months ago. We had someone hitting a drive and it hit the top of our cart and flew like 20 yards past us, and we were like, "All right."
I
That's
think.
to
cool.
be
Do you
fair,
remember?
It is on a hill.
it was kind of a blind shot, but
At the same
not check.
time, yeah.
to not check, to come up and sit on top of the hill after you hit
It
your
takes like
shot.
2 seconds to check
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, especially
me
you
and
have a
Waz-
cart.
We were going. I think it was after 17 on Rolling Green, or no. I'm not sure what hole it was actually. I'm pretty sure it was me and Waz, and the ball just went like right through the cart, like right through the front window of the cart.
Yeah, right before the par 5. Yeah, coming up to 17.
Yeah,
But
okay. Coming
he
up to
was on the
17, yeah.
whole. He was on the par 3 behind us.
I don't
and
even
this
know how
guy-
that shot happened.
This guy smoked like he sliced some sort of shot, but it's like a 110-yard drive.
He hit a stinger
shot.
off the ground too. It just like
He hit like some crazy worm burner that came and like, so if like the shield to the golf carts here, it like the ball came through this one and like right past my face as I'm driving the golf cart. Not a
Like, if
single
we had-
4 or nothing.
no
But, like,
apology. Yeah, if
I
we
don't
had the windshield up like that, it would have hit it.
Yeah,
Went right
Ricocheted
through the
off.
middle. It
we
was
didn't have the windshield up. Literally went right through it.
Man.
Almost
saw
banged
it.
me.
I saw it last second and I didn't want to say anything to you because I don't want you to stop the cart, or I didn't want you to like react
Try to like
differently. I thought I was
try
gonna
to like
miss. Yeah.
react to it. Yeah. But I did also remember an experience with a random. I remember it was playing 18 at SP, and this guy he shows up. I think I've told Sam about this before, but guy shows up. He's like 6 beers deep coming off the first hole. Like he showed up to the course drunk. Like he was ready to go. I think he I think he took like a 15 on the first hole, like a 12 on the next. Dude's freaking out. He's like he already has like 4 more beers in him. I think by the time we get to hole 7, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna leave," and he just quit. He got so mad and he just
You were
fucking
playing
quit.
18.
Yeah, he left on like
Oh,
the 7th hole. Dude
such
was
a waste.
hammered. He was hammered.
Jeez.
So,
Oh,
but
that's
it
tough.
was the guy I was playing with. Like we had a foursome. I was the only random. They were like super cool, but that guy he was just hammered, hammered and angry, and he left.
Oh man.
So it was funny, but it was like if I cared about it, I guess it would be like crazy. I don't know.
That's one thing that at first I didn't really like drinking while playing golf, but I think eventually just got to the point where I was like, nah, it's the only thing that can help.
Believe it or not,
It's an antidote.
the lowest I've went is when I had a couple in me.
Yep. You have to
Same
be at that
here.
that perfect level though.
There is a perfect level for
Yeah.
it.
Like you can't just get obliterated. Like
Uh,
you can, but you can't get obliterated and expect to play good golf.
if you're
You-
playing a scramble, everyone go for it. Balls to the wall, everyone.
Yeah.
Just go out and have fun.
There's this time at SP, I paired up with, it was me and Baker, and we paired up with this guy and his girlfriend. And after like the first hole, I was like, I think I know this guy. I think I just recognize him. And then like it took us like 2 more holes later, and then we're like getting some beers in us, and then both of us at the same time were like, didn't we weren't we in the same CCD class? And then like, yeah, shit. Then he was like, oh, I didn't know if I should be like drinking in front of you guys or if you cared. And then as soon as we figured out we were in the same class and shit, we just got hammered together and finished up the round. It's a great time. Absolutely great time.
So how do we feel about pace of play? Like what is your breaking point for where the people in front of you have like made you hit that point where you're like, all right, this is ridiculous.
If there's no one on the hole before him,
Okay.
Yeah. If there's no one on the hole before him and they're doing like
they're like doing
weird
not,
things, like
like they're not like playing golf.
if
Like
they're
they're
like
just out
driving
there.
backwards down the fairway looking like 40 yards for their ball, they don't even know where it is and they're just driving around. It gets a little much, but I don't know.
I'm all for those like Sunday 6-hour 18s. Like I like being out there and having fun. I know 6 is kind of pushing it, but like
Well,
maybe like a 5
what
out there for a while.
what I think I've explained on the podcast before is that around where we are, for whatever reason, everywhere we golf, schedules their tee times like 4 minutes apart. But for whatever reason, as soon as you tee off, there's people on the tee behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
it's something else.
that's kind of why the 6 hour
that's
Sunday
the
round
reason.
happens.
I like the 5-hour rounds that are like, wow, that this is I can't believe this has been 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it's 5 hours.
I don't mind playing slow. It's just if people are in the group in front of you have open space in front of them and they're like
Dilly
disres-
dallying.
they're like just they're dilly dallying so much that it's like actually disrespectful. then it's like all right. But usually I don't care. I'm just there to have fun, have a casual round, not I don't know. Also, if you have people behind you hitting into you, and then you're waiting for every single shot and being hit at the same time. It's like whenever the people behind you start getting mad at you, then you're like, all right, now
That's
I
when you
gotta get
can.
mad at these
Yeah,
people.
that's usually the
Because
breaking point.
it's like a chain.
Yeah, because that happens a lot. Those packed days on Sunday and everything. Yeah, just some days you get lucky, some days you don't.
Mm-hmm. Couple times we've had people like just leave behind us because like we're on the tee waiting, they're right behind us waiting for us, but the guys are still hitting their second shot, and it like that round that we played at Frosty, um, like the guys that were
Yeah.
behind us on that last hole, they just left. Granted, it started to rain, but like they couldn't wait for us because I don't know, but
That's been the most I've had to wait at Frosty. Frosty hole
Frost, it does
5
take a
is
while.
like the longest wait that you could. There, if it gets backed up there, you have to wait like. I mean, you have to wait for them to hit their first shot, hit an approach on the green, and then walk up and ring the bell. Then the next person tees off. But usually they don't ring the bell, so it's like 20 minutes per hole. It's just a
we
big
don't need to talk about the
stack of
bell.
right there.
We don't need
I
to
also
talk
feel,
about the bell.
I also feel like starting off on a par 3 is kind of like
It feels wrong.
I kind of
'cause
like
you
it.
I like it,
I
but it's
like
like,
it, but like you gotta watch like the people in front of you play the whole hole and then
Yeah.
sit on the tee
Yeah.
box for the next hole.
Well, I think that falls on the clubhouse because they don't really have a starter there. They just like you pay and they're like, all right, go golf.
they look out the window and say, "I think there's 2 groups out there. You should be good."
Meanwhile, on hole
That's their
5, on hole 5, and a half mile away, they have 3 groups backed up.
I feel
But
like that part.
it's not their fault, but it's just like what happens.
Yeah.
It's also a pretty short course, so like there's a
Yeah.
couple drivable holes,
Absolutely.
and like there's always that guy. Like I'm one of those guys. It's like if I get a hold of it, might be able to hit those guys. It's like gotta wait, but
Yeah, wait that extra shot on those short par 4s.
Yeah, hole 3. But I
and
feel like
hole 4.
that first hole is just wrong to start out with. It's not like a hard par 3. It's like
Well, and
100 yards downhill and it's slam dunk. You just have to not like.
I think the
No,
issue there too is that they just start you off with the par 3, which is it's a short like not short par 3, but it's a 120-yard shot, 130-yard shot, and then you go to like a long ass par 4.
Yeah.
It just doesn't mix well.
That
yeah,
one
with
used
trees
used
literally
to
in
be
the
a.
middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Is that one the one that used to be a par 5 too? Like on the actual
Yes.
stone, it says par 5. I think.
Yes.
That one's tough.
I think that's probably the toughest hole in the course.
I've never got on in 2 on that hole, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to play that.
Oh, I
You have
have.
to be
You
like
wanna
a
know?
good golfer.
You want to know how I got onto it too once? The key is you have to drive it. You have to pull it to the left to the ninth fairway and get it over the water, and you'll have like
That's actually kind of clean.
you got like a sliver of like green to work with. You can just put it on 7-iron maybe. It's like 150 in from there. Good shot. Plus it takes
not bad.
the crick on the right out of play.
Which is always in play.
Which is I mean, even if you aim all the way to the left, there's a chance to
Yep.
get it there.
Which is really unfortunate.
Love the course though.
Yeah.
Nice course to just go to.
Absolutely. And we've walked it before. I think that's probably the only course I've walked. And it's a good walk.
Yeah. That's the
We walked
earliest,
it the one
earliest
time.
round of golf I've played, and the latest round of golf I've played. I walked my earliest round, and then was walking off the green in pitch black. Couldn't even play the ninth hole. And I was on a PB.
Oh, no.
I was on a PB. I still tied my PB, but I took a double bogey on the last hole.
That's when
'cause,
you
like,
go
we
you,
didn't
you
play
go
it.
back the
That
next
was
day
tough.
and say, "Let me play the ninth hole."
I just took the double bogey because I would have double bogeyed the last hole.
Uh, that's a
Great
tough
course,
one.
though.
That tee shot, if you have it drifting any bit right, you're gone
Yeah,
on the last hole.
that's tracks. Can't
Yep.
get out of there.
You gotta wait till a train comes by.
Knocks the ball
Yeah.
back in.
That way you got an extra wall there.
Although I've gotten a couple lucky kicks out of those trees before.
Oh yeah,
Just bounce it
Get
down
some
into
good
the
ones.
rough.
Yep.
Yeah. For some
So
reason, I always go in the water left. Like
with
I
that,
just
yeah, I was gonna say with that hole, is that water reachable? Because I've never hit it over there.
the water on the left.
Yeah.
It's reachable.
Oh, there's like that little
I've
pond
found
in
it
the
many
Oh,
beginning.
the
times.
little pond.
There's a little pond at the beginning,
Oh, you mean like
and then there's like the littler pond. Nah,
he means the one by the hole. Yeah, that's not reachable for me.
it's not reachable for me either.
Okay.
There's no way.
That's like 4. That's like 3. I don't even know what that hole is.
That's
but-
out. I can get it to the trees. You know the trees on the left. I get it there, but that's about it. I can't get it no farther than that.
I couldn't remember how far that water was.
That water's way. That's up by the green. That's literally with the green.
So any other playing partner things? We kind of got off topic there for a little bit, which is all right, but
Respect the people you're playing with, man.
yeah.
Unless they got that thing with you, like you feel that connection where you can like start opening up with them, stuff like that. Just be respectful to them. That's all I gotta say. Don't start nothing.
Yeah, and we joke about, having like bad experiences, but overall these bad experiences are like just funny to look back on and talk about, and just like you're frustrated in the moment, but really it doesn't matter. Just at the end of the day, you're all out there to have fun and play golf.
It's almost part of golf.
It is. It's part of the
You get
experience.
that little bit of edge in your round,
Really
Like, oh,
get you
who the
going.
fuck's this guy? Get the fuck out of there. He's gotta, because I know you just piped the drive 30 yards to the right into the trees. So
Yeah.
It's like, get something out.
Yeah. So the new segment, that it's not really a new segment, but I just kind of named it Around the Pin just because it'll play on Around the Horn. But we're talking our recent rounds we've played, if we've kept scores, which I don't think. I know TJ has because the Grint tells me. I don't think. I don't
do
think,
I have to talk? Do I
I
have to
don't
talk
think we've
about my
played.
recent round?
So,
Yeah.
was just before we get into TJ's rounds here. Have you
Might
played
be a
any?
2-9.
Have you played any rounds of golf?
Last one I played was with you
Okay.
and the other characters. We had that
Well-
quick little SP9.
Yeah, which that we did again. We didn't keep scores, so there's not much to talk about there. So TJ, let's hear about your rounds. I'll even give you a
Yeah,
full
so-
can for this one.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to talk about that round ever, but I mean, it was pretty okay. Yeah, I just went out by myself and played 9. I think it was that yesterday?
I don't know. I feel like I've gotten like 5
That was
notifications of you playing golf in the last 3 days.
Yeah, I played on this Tuesday, played on Thursday, and then I think I played Thursday, Friday, Tuesday. So I played 9 each time, but all been pretty similar scores. I'm sitting around the 50 mark, so and at the 50 mark, but
Which is all right. Fall golf.
yeah, I mean, okay, so I'll just go through my last round. Let's see, it was going all right, but I had some putting issues, obviously, and
Couple 3 putts.
yeah, and I actually played better in that round than my other 2 9s. but had a higher score. I think I played better, but yesterday I was like in the bunker on almost every hole, and it's not even a real bunker. It's like mud. So I was taking a lot of strokes for that, but I actually played all right. But
Those mud bunkers suck.
yeah, it's just you have to almost hit them out to test how hard the sand is gonna be
Yeah.
beforehand. But like, no, yeah, I mean, I was more satisfied yesterday than the other days, just because I was hitting other clubs correctly, like my approach and stuff. And the other 2 rounds I played, I mean, I probably had 5 to 10 strokes wasted on my approach club or my 60. So trying to clean that up, but it's I feel like when you don't play golf for like at least a week, your 60 degree is not going to be dialed in. So
You just lose all skill.
I was losing all hope. I had a 10 in both of those rounds just because of my 60, like multiple shots in a row just chunked. So,
Oh
but
man.
I don't know. Last time I had tunes going the whole time, and I had some slow people in front of me, but I just sat there and listened to some music. Wasn't too bad. Nice days.
And
But I'm
what
trying to get
are
out there. I'm actually playing Friday. I'm playing another nine.
another
Some
night on Friday?
with some computer science classmates. So we'll see.
There you go.
Oh,
Now I think I caught it before, but I don't know if TJ, if you do, but do you have like official handicaps? What are your handicaps? I don't think
Um,
we.
I don't have an official. I don't know how to do that, but I would say 18 plus 18 on 18. That's what I usually would think. I mean,
Because they all, I don't.
it says 17 and 19 on like
On the Grint.
the grant, but that's not like an official
Yeah.
handicap. But I'd say yeah, stroke per hole.
yeah. I don't have an official handicap either, but I'm hovering around the same as TJ.
And it's crazy because I'm around there as well, but I don't feel like it. Like they just come, like the rounds come so much different. Like it's knifing 150 yards rather than hitting one like nice in the air. You know, it's like
Well,
Yeah.
everyone has those
Yeah.
lucky shots too, but
yeah, I was
it's
just
frustrating
curious.
to see such a range gap in scores. That's all.
That's the thing is like I'm really like I'm shooting low 90s a lot more consistently now, but every once in a while it's like 98,
Yeah.
100. It's like
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I felt like when I was playing every single day, I was starting to chip away strokes and like every score wouldn't be great, but there'd be some scores I'd be like, I actually starting to get better. And then like recently, I've just been back to like high 90s golf. So I don't know.
I feel like I came out the gates hot this year. I used up all my good golf. I was shooting. I had some. I had a couple 80. I had an 84 in there, an 86, a couple 89s and 88. But then I just started hammering low 90s for a little bit. I just started fading off. But
I just feel like that's every. I mean, I've been golfing for 2 years now, but I feel like that's just been me every year. Like I got into it that first year, got a little bit better, but then I sucked again going into my second year, and then it was like just it's kind of the same thing. Like had a couple good rounds at the start of the spring, summer. Um, just fell off from there. Just not feeling good. Wasn't feeling it these last couple of rounds.
yeah,
Something in the air.
I think that comes with I haven't been playing as much. Like what our last time we played was like 2 weeks ago.
If
About
not
was it
more,
2 weeks?
yeah.
2, 3. So I haven't been on that weekly schedule like I was, but
Which I'd like to definitely be back on for next year. I don't know how much we're going to be able to play again this year, which I'd like to get out for a little bit of fall golf. I don't think I've really done much, but
Yeah, I'd love to fall golf some more.
That's what I've been trying. I've just been trying to fill in
any
gap I
any
could
spare
possibly
time.
make. Yeah, with
Yeah.
like if could I fit 2 hours in there? Like the other day, yesterday I went at 4 p.m. So
Not
just
bad.
squeezing it in at the last second.
I just need to start bringing my clubs and a pair of like a change of golf clothes with me to work, so I can just go right after work and then
Just
come
put one
home.
in your
Yeah.
golf bag,
Yeah,
a folded up shirt and pants in there.
yeah.
I got my shoes in there right now.
I usually keep my shoes in my bag too.
I just took my clubs out of my car yesterday or 2 days ago.
Well, mine's sitting in the back of my truck in the back seat.
Yeah. Soon come. I'll have a truck to put my clubs in. Soon come.
Mine are sitting right there behind me. Blurred out.
So, with that said, we didn't talk about tunes on the golf course, did we?
We didn't.
So, what is your music choice for the round? Like, what are you looking for? What's the vibe like? Give me an artist, give me a genre.
For
I'm
me,
all, yeah, go ahead, G.
oh no,
I gotta think about. I gotta think about this one. I gotta think about this.
I always try to have more of a laid back music going on, because unless like you're really starting to get dialed in and feeling it, you want to put on something a little more with some more energy. But I like to try to listen to laid back stuff.
See, I disagree with you there about if you're starting to get dialed in. I feel like I'd want to get more like in the zone. I feel like I would just cut music. If I was like having the round of my life, I would just be like, all right, tunnel vision. I'm going.
Well, my
Like,
problem with that is like if I start playing well with the music, I can't turn it off
can't.
because then
I
that
gotcha.
might be
Yeah,
changes-
make me
that changes
play.
the
superstitions.
You can't change the vibe that much if you're, you know.
It's fair. That's fair.
If you're having a good round, you're already dialed in.
That's true.
You're already
one of
locked in.
I'd say one of my top choices, some Tyler Childers on the course.
I think country's always a good go-to for the golf course.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, wouldn't be my first, but probably second up there. I'm more of a like a melodical rap kind of guy out there.
Kid Cudi.
So
I know he's a Kid Cudi guy.
Give me some Kid Cudi. I'm shooting a 42. That's good. That's good for me. That's good. I'm going out there. I'm shooting a 42 on 9. No doubt.
I like that too, just because that's more casual than. Yeah, they're not like sweating, dropping bars. It's just.
Yeah.
If you sprinkle a
Casual
little,
rap.
maybe like a Kendrick Lamar song in there, like a quick Mad City on hole 3.
I'm never gonna be mad. Yeah.
I mean, you could shoot that in there. A little schoolboy Q. Sprinkle a little bit of him in there. You know, once a hole. What's the big deal? You're out there for 5 hours. Might as well sprinkle a little bit.
Couple minutes in.
Yeah.
Watch a whole movie on the course.
Yeah. That's for the drive home.
True.
I gotta finish the second half of the movie on the way home.
So yeah,
I
I
love the
think
one time we get done with the round and Waz is like, I'm gonna go watch an episode of Family Guy.
Yeah, I was at the point where I'm like, I did it. So I was a little sauced. I was a little sauced, but I was responsible. So I just chilled in my car, watched an episode of Family Guy.
I just love picturing you post around just watching some Family Guy.
Yeah,
chilling out.
drank some water till I was in a safe state to drive.
obviously
great.
drink
It's great.
drink responsibly.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. Family Guy episode, throw a little episode, whatever you want. Or Rick and Morty if you want.
Rick and Morty. So yeah, music on the golf course.
Do you
I'm
guys
all
ever
for it.
All
do
for
you guys
it.
ever do you turn your music down like based on things around you, or do you just let it rip?
Like on the course or just in
Yeah.
general in public?
No, just on the course.
No, but I do it like in public. Like if I have my windows down and I'm driving down the street and I come up to a red light and I see somebody else's windows are down, I'll just turn my radio down a little bit.
I've done
Yeah.
that.
But if I'm on the court, if I'm like in an outing, and I know like if I know the group in front of me, I know the group behind me, yeah, I'm blaring it. I want everyone to hear it. I want to get in their heads. I want it to sit and resonate with them. But if I'm out, if we're out and it's just like us three and someone else, like I'm not gonna blast it. I'm gonna be courteous to everyone. But
That's the biggest thing about the current state of golf is there's a lot of hooligans
yeah,
tearing up the courses, and you don't want to be one of them. You want to be respectful to the course, and you want to be respectful to the people on the course.
yeah. So well, next time you're mad because your ball's in the woods, snap a stick or something. I'll go digging it into the green because you missed the putt.
Those are the ones that get me mad. Is if someone like destroys a green.
Oh yeah.
No one can putt from the
Like,
left side of the
don't-
green anymore because there's like a line.
Don't get me wrong. The blade of my iron has been dug into the rough like 200 yards from the green plenty of times.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
fairways, greens, no.
Tee boxes.
Tee
Don't go
boxes.
making a turf tee. Don't go making a turf tee. I hate it. I see a beautiful tee box.
Hot take, no
And-
turf
and-
tees.
And someone just comes up with their little 2-iron and is like, oh, all right, turf tee, and they smack the green. They rip up the tee box. It's like,
Did you see is it that lady that makes that turf tee? Did you see that clip?
yeah, she
Yeah.
shanks on $1.50. I can't believe it. Hot take alert, whatever.
Well, at
Nah.
the university course, I've seen people let their kids drive the cart while they're playing, and they just doing donuts on the tee box. That's happened at maybe twice. The one time it was just he let like a 4-year-old. It was like a 6-year-old girl or something just driving on the tee box for like the whole time they're playing the green. I was just me and my dad are sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, why would you not say something to your kid? But
I'm a Hickory Heights main. I guess
But
you could say I played a
I've
lot
seen
of Hickory
adults
Heights.
do it.
Yeah, but I admire a good tee box because of how much I've played Hickory Heights. Hickory
Yeah.
Heights, by the way, is
You gotta
you're hitting out
tee
of
off
sand.
correctly.
You're hitting out of sand trap.
Yeah.
That's the tee box. There's not a speck of grass.
Which is insane.
Honestly, ridiculous. Even the driving holes.
Yeah, it just divots everywhere.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
like
a
a
course where it actually matters. Your
Yeah,
tee shot
it's-
like really matters.
It's a very tight course.
Bad habits that new golfers have. I've had them. You've had them. We've all had them. One of those things, I guess you can say, would be making turf tees. Would be a bad habit that new golfers could make.
Yeah, bad habit. Don't do it.
What else you guys got? Give some new. If you are coming into golf brand new and you're thinking, oh, look at this, the Sunday Pins podcast is about golf, I'm going to listen to them for the first time. What advice would you give them to stay away from doing on the course? Just as like general knowledge, I guess.
Don't get too down on yourself for hitting a bad shot. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I hate it because I always do it to myself. I hit a bad shot, I immediately go to my head, start thinking, nope, forget about it. Take your drop. What's one stroke? Just take your drop and
Move on.
figure it out. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing is whenever you're starting out, you're kind of expecting it to be so much easier than it actually is. And your expectations for yourself are so much higher. And kind of like once you accept that you'll never be on the PGA Tour if you're starting now. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that it's like, not saying it could never happen, but the odds may not be in your favor.
Yep.
So don't think like that. Think, you're the casual golfer. You're out there to have fun. That's one of the biggest things that made golf more fun for me. So I can definitely attest to that.
You're going golfing to have fun. So have fun. Like, so many times, like when I'm in my Wednesday league, I go there to have fun. I'm not there to win. Although it is a competition, I'm not there to win. I'm just there to have fun in golf. Too many times I let it get to me, and it ruins your round of golf if you're not that good, like I am. But if you can just bounce back, yep.
Makes it a lot better. So, manage your expectations. Don't make turf tees. I'm going to say don't be the guy that tries to help everybody else with their swing on the course. Because that's something that I feel like that's kind of like a newer golfer type of thing to do. Is like maybe they figure something out for a week and then they think they need to share that with everybody.
One of the things for me is something that I do, but this kind of goes hand in hand with not getting mad, but try to hit the correct shot on every shot. Don't play incorrect shots because you're not playing well. Like taking a 4-iron off the tee because you don't want to make a huge mistake with your driver. Like, I won't be good enough for a very long time. I'm not good enough to get mad at my game, and I probably won't be that good for a very long time. So just don't get mad at your game and just hit the correct shots, because then
just take the driver on the driver hole.
Yeah, you actually learn how to play, and like there have been times where you just want to bump and run a 90-yarder instead of just hitting, or like a 70-yarder instead of hitting a 60 in, but just hit the correct shot and don't get mad if it goes wrong. Just keep playing that way because it's help you improve. But it's something that I struggle with for sure, because I don't want one bad hole to ruin my round of golf, but then I'm not getting better if I'm not using the right clubs,
Putter off the deck from 100 out.
Putter off the tee box.
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do putter off the deck, 100 out.
I have, yeah.
I got it on film.
That one was a pretty decent shot too.
It was dry. It was dry hay.
Yeah, if you're playing on hay, might as well Texas wedge from 100, but otherwise try to hit like correct shots. I did a very bad job at explaining that, but
no, it's all right. I think you did great, TJ.
Thank you.
I understood it. That says a lot. I don't understand much.
So I don't really think we got much else there. Do we have any wrap up thoughts? I appreciate you guys coming on. I'm happy that you guys are going to be on this journey moving forward with the Sunday Pins.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what else there is. What do you guys got? Give me something here. What do you want to see from the Sunday Pins? What are you hoping for?
I want to see those polls fill up with answers.
Yes.
We got to get a lot of audience answers on this one.
Yeah.
Follow us on Spotify. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. I think that's it. I think that's all we got right now.
Yeah.
Fill up those polls. Leave some comments. Leave some likes. 5-star ratings. Or rate it, or rate us how you actually feel, and we'll get better.
We'll have a poll, see if Victor Hovland's on the reefer or not. A lot of skepticism around that.
Which I mean, it's hard
Some
to say.
could say performance enhancing. I don't know.
I mean, if you just look at some pictures, you're like, all right, yeah. But then, but then it's like you never know. Yeah.
He's ripped up.
I don't know.
See it. When he goes in that porta john, he's got the TJ sent me some tees that got a little the bump tees, whatever they're called.
Oh, I saw those.
Yeah, we gotta get some bump tees.
Some bump tees. There's the what do you call it? The tees that are like, what do you call it? Fucking, I don't know. You smoke out of them, whatever.
Oh. The pipe tees or something.
Jeeber tee or something.
I didn't see those.
A toke tee. A toke tee. That's what it's called. Take a toke and a toke a hole or something.
Toke tee is.
I think he's ripped out there 24/7.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. That dude is. I mean, he's got to be fried. There's no way.
You can't.
There's just no way. His eyes
when it's that bad, you can't hide it.
I don't know, man. It's so hard to tell though, because you would think that in his profession and in his position that he's in, that would be 100% known. You know?
I don't know. I feel like he's on it. I feel like he's on the stuff. The devil's pine tar. I don't know, man.
All right, let us know in the comments. Is Victor Hovland on the reefer?
100%.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there for episode 4. Really, some stuff moving forward. We're just going to get on a better schedule with these. I think we got 3 podcasts coming back to back these next couple weeks. So we're going to try to get on a better schedule, get some episodes out, and I think we're going to end this year with probably around 9 or 10. So moving into 24, we're going to hopefully be on that nice schedule for the 2 a month. So that's right, 2 a month.
Flip the calendar, there's 2 more for you.
Yes, sir. Well,
we'll be here.
Yes, sir. It's been
we'll be posted up.
Yeah.
Shades
are on, baby.
Shades are on.
Shades on, baby.
All
Victor
right.
Hovland needs a baby.
All right. It's been the Sunday Pins. We'll talk to you guys on the next episode.
For you, Victor.